Podcasting from the Chicagoland area, this is Game On with Jackson Stewart, where we discuss men's lifestyle, focusing on sex, fitness, relationships, business, and more. We'll be interviewing the best of the best, the hotshots, and the rising stars in the worlds of modeling, fitness, cooking, and more. Influencers who are discussing keeping it sexy while at the top of their game. I'm your host, Jackson Stewart. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game.
This is Dale Valor.
This is Pamela Ross.
This is Trinasia.
And you're listening
to
Game On with Jackson Stewart.
Game On with Jackson Stewart.
Game On with Jackson Stewart. Killing them!
Follow Game On with Jackson Stewart on YouTube at Game On with Jack, on the official blog www.gameonwithjack.blog, and at the new store www.gameonwithjack.shop. Keep it sexy and game on.
Good people, sexy people, welcome to another episode of Game On with Jackson Stewart. I'm your host, and today we're doing one of my favorite types of shows to do. It's Ask Jag, and this is a holiday edition. It's a special episode where, you guys have sent me questions over the last few weeks, and tonight the game answers them all, or most of them. It doesn't matter if you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Maybe you're not celebrating any religious holiday, but you're still, partaking in some holiday traditions. This covers New Year's, it doesn't matter. And I miss Thanksgiving. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys handle Thanksgiving on your own just fine. But, some quick updates. Definitely follow on YouTube, Game On with Jack, patreon.com/Game On with Jack, blog, gameonwithjack.blog, putting up new stuff. Got some exciting opt-in features going on. Twitter, the handle, and definitely check out the gameonwithjack.shop. So, yeah, I love the Ask Jack because that's like, that's our way of, of interacting. And this is me getting feedback from you guys, and you guys getting feedback from me. Us talking, us conversing in a way. And it lets you know what you guys are facing, what you're thinking, what you're going through. And the holidays is definitely a huge, especially, the month of November and December and January. Those 3 months are just like so charged with expectation and stress and social, political, and political in terms of like family politics and work politics, economic, just interweaving. It's like your job is almost impacting or weaving into your personal life. Your personal life's impacting and interweaving with your job because you're taking days off because of holidays and there's holiday party. It's like, it's very easy to lose separation of yourself during these times. The different aspects of you as, the player at work, the player at home, the player at whatever. Like, you're just one giant spinning ball of holiday expectations. Excuse me. And it's tough. And like, it crushes people, man. Like, there's no joke about that. So, I'm glad you guys are sending me in questions. If you didn't get a question into me yet, go ahead and, either hit me up on X/Twitter, leave a comment in the YouTube videos, etc. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know what kind of questions you guys have that didn't make the show. So, all right, let's get it on. So first up, we've got Adventure Guy 87. He's from Denver, Colorado. Denver, very nice place. If you guys ever been to Denver, definitely check it out. Jackson, loved the show. What's the best outdoor activity for men during the holiday seasons? I'm sorry, during the holidays that combines adventure and festivity. Oh, wow, that's a good question. Well, definitely you want to make sure you look at the weather. Like, you don't want to be roughing it or, doing a polar bear plunge in like polar vortex weather, right? But especially, around with Christmas and stuff, such an outdoorsy pine tree, fireplace kind of vibe. You can get outdoors, hiking. Some people go to places where you can pick your own Christmas tree, cut it down, safely with supervision, guys. I'm not telling you to go out to the state park and go hacking away. That's illegal. If weather is good enough, people tend to watch football. Some people play football on Thanksgiving. If the weather permits, try that on Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah, whatever the holiday is. Some people actually, depending on where you live and your accessibility to it, some people go like whitewater rafting. They get into just the deepest parts of nature that are still, flowing in the sense, whether it be a river or hiking or doing a trail. But because the weather is now an issue, just be careful, be safe. Don't do it alone. If you do it alone, let people know where you are. Have a phone with you, have, a safety kit and everything, flares, all that kind of stuff, because, it's easy to get, it's easy to get hurt doing something you love outdoors, and especially if you're trying to be adventurous. So, consider a family hike. Consider just hiking by yourself. Consider, hell, sledding is still a blast. If you guys haven't been sledding as adults, definitely try it. You're going to hurt a lot different than when you were a kid doing it, but it gets the blood pumping. Definitely it gets the cardio going. And it's fun, and it's definitely outdoors. It's definitely festive. It kind of has an adventure side to it. So I'd say start with something as simple as sledding, building a snowman, a snowball fight. Just make sure you're not throwing icy rocks at people, and don't hit each other in the eye, and then work your way up to a hike. So, but definitely enjoy it, and that's the whole point of the holidays. And that's the trap, right? Is that we get away from enjoying a holy day. Now, I say holy day, maybe, you prescribe to a particular religion, maybe you don't. But either way, it's supposed to be a day that is special, right? And special days should remind us who we are and what's good in life and what's good in our lives. And so, sometimes you do have to jump back into nature to find that. So good question. Stylish Dude from New York writes, any fashion tips for holiday parties that strike the perfect balance between casual and stylish? Damn, that's a good question. Because holiday parties can be stressful as hell, especially down to the minutia of what do I wear. Couple things. If it's your first time, especially if you're new at the company, you don't want to overdress, but you definitely don't want to underdress. So there's nothing wrong with asking people who you trust at the job, who've been there before, what do people wear? All right. I'm a big fan of being prepared. So if they're like, oh, it's super casual, like jeans and a shirt or a sweater, cool. I make sure my jeans are nice. Even if I got to go buy a brand new pair, if the sweater is good, and I might have a blazer, or suit jacket in the car just in case. Excuse me. So, unless it's a party that's centered around an activity like, oh, our holiday party is, an indoor trampoline or indoor paintball or something, or, then obviously you got to dress for that. But if it's a holiday party at a local, art center or some kind of like social building or community center, and it's real upscale, err on the side of caution, and, whatever you wear, make sure it looks nice and have some accoutrement in the trunk to add to it. a blazer, a suit jacket, maybe a different sweater, whatever. And then, you can't go wrong wearing all black, but juice it up a little bit with something festive. So, if you're wearing a black suit or you're wearing a black pants and a white shirt or black shirt, wear a holiday tie. It's funny, but it's just for one night. It's not gonna kill your style or you're gonna lose cool points. But it at least says, hey, you're there to be in the mood and partake in the community of the evening. And that's something else about holidays. It's part of a community. When you show up, if you feel isolated doing something you don't want to do, holidays suck. But if you can get there and be a part of the environment and the people and the community that are there, it's enjoyable. Excuse me. Let's see. Fitness Freak from good old California writes in, hey, Jackson, how do you stay fit and healthy during the holiday season without compromising on festive treats? Oh, such a good question. These are great questions. I heard a great quote the other day that let me see if I gotta get this right. If you eat and take care of yourself the way you should from December to November, don't worry about what you do so much from November to December. All right, let me dissect that. If you take care of yourself and you eat well and you exercise and you stay healthy and fit from December to November, so that's almost a year, then those 30 days, whatever days of you eating a little bit more, drinking a little bit more than you normally do, won't be as damaging because the rest of the year you are running maintenance on a beautiful human machine. All right. So that's one thing. It's about what you do the other, 10 or 11 months out of the year that really makes a difference on how you can stay fit and during this season of, high calorie sweets and food and drink. Me personally, I still maintain a workout routine, even if I got to adjust it. Excuse me. I try not to go too overboard with eating and drinking. Depending on where I'm at, I will pick one item that I'm going to just go nuts on. So if I roll into somebody's house and let's say they make amazing rolls or great ham or whatever, or the sweet potato pie or the pound cake or the fruit cake, whatever is good, because I like fruit cake, everybody. I target, I'm going to get 3 pieces of that cake tonight, damn it. But then everything else I eat like normal. So, I think you have to accept that part of the holiday season is enjoying, guys, the cough is better, but the throat still gets a little messed up. Part of the holiday season is enjoying an excess, not gluttony, not to the point that you're destroying yourself. You're going to be a little relaxed in your standard ways of revelry and enjoyment. And it's so just give into it somewhat. If you try and be rigid like you normally are the rest of the year, you're going to break and you're not going to enjoy yourself. You're going to lose your mind and they're going to find you in the closet, guzzling grandma's stuffing down your throat. Enjoy yourself. Maybe, change your workout times. Maybe don't work out in the afternoon, you work out in the morning. Maybe focus more on cardio. That tends to help people stay fit during this time. And, adjust your times. Maybe if you're working out 4 days a week for an hour and a half, maybe now you do 5 days a week, but it's only 20 minutes a day because you got other things to do. So, and also enjoy yourself. God, get over it. If you gain a pound or two during the holidays, you'll knock it right off as soon as New Year's Eve comes to you. So you'll be fine. Excuse me. Tommy also from California writes in, any cool tech gadgets or apps to make holiday planning and celebrations more enjoyable for men, right? Because guys are in the corner like, shit, when is this going to be over with? Oh, miserable. All they stuck in this room with all the other boyfriends, husbands, dads, etc. Because it's like, it's like leaving your pets at the kennel. So let's see. You gotta have a smartphone, and it's got to be pretty cutting edge. Like your smartphone shouldn't be from 1993, and shit don't stream or anything. So you want your cell phone cutting edge or pretty close. You want to make sure you got streaming capability on it. Good headphones, good noise canceling earbuds is a must. Gamers, you want portability. The Nintendo Switch, you can take that thing anywhere. You can be sitting in a corner somewhere just playing a game and happier in the pig and mud over there. I wouldn't try and whip out a laptop or something unless you got to work or you're hiding that you got to work and it's just a way to get away from everybody. But you want something that you can slip in your pocket. You want something that you can keep track of also. But definitely a cell phone and some good earbuds are definitely the way to go in terms of getting through some celebrations. In terms of planning, it's all about the apps. I'm a huge fan of Microsoft's To Do. If you never download that app, it's super simple, but I love it. Also, calendaring, whatever system you use to calendar, I put in holiday events. I put in, Christmas party here or New Year's Eve party there, and who's the point of contact. So as soon as you got to be somewhere or you got an event, put it in your app, or if you're old school, put it in your calendar, like a physical calendar, and get your hands on a portable gaming device and just have fun. And you want to have streaming capability at your fingertips. Next up, Family Man from There You Go, My City, Chicago. Game Out with Jackson Stewart. What are some creative ways to balance family time and personal relaxation during the hectic holiday season? Good question, man. Creative ways to balance family time and personal relaxation. Because the holidays, literally, you can look this up, are considered some of the most stressful times in a person's life, just because of the expectations and, the financial obligations that we feel like we got to buy so many big gifts, and then we go and we eat food that we feel guilty about, and then we feel guilty because we can't go to everybody's house because we're only one person and we can't be in 8 places at once. Like, there's just so much guilt and stress, right? So you got to relax. If you don't, you're gonna snap at somebody or lose your mind or whatever. But then you got the family time. So creative ways to balance. One, take people out of their comfort zone or their uncomfort zone. And it is the uncomfort zone is everybody stuck in a house, miserable, hogging the TV, arguing over food. Take everybody out on a quick hike. Take everybody on the patio and sit and just chill out with a cup of hot chocolate or coffee. Even though it's cold as hell, take blankets out there. Meditation, yoga, it's something that wake up a little bit earlier before you got to go to an event or before everybody gets up. Jump on YouTube, do a quick 5-minute yoga video or Pilates or breathing exercises. Read, take material with you, get books on Kindle that are positive that you can sit there and read 5 minutes every day, or, while you're stuck in the corner at a holiday event, that you can read that just kind of helps you be in the moment in yourself, right? You can be mindful and present. And also just make a conscious decision to not give into the lunacy and the wildness of the holidays, where it's you got to be here and you got to do the got to do's, the holiday got to do's. I got to go here. I got to do this. I got to buy this. I got to make that. Make a conscious decision. You're not going to get on that roller coaster, especially not before you get on your mindfulness journey, and at least do it once a day. And one thing that I've learned from good people and dear friends, I make a list of 3 to 5 things every day I'm going to do for myself. And that list is like gospel, right? Like, that list is what's going to, because it's for me, but it's really for people who depend on me and want me around, because it makes me healthier and it makes me just better at what I do. And take that list and apply it to people's houses. So if you're going to, Uncle Tom's house, nope, scratch. I'm not using Uncle Tom. If you're going to Uncle Joe's house, and Uncle Joe is kind of annoying as hell, but you got to go. See the gotta do's. At least make a quick list of 2 things you're gonna do at Uncle Joe's house that will at least get you through the moment. Maybe Uncle Joe has great food. Maybe he has an endless liquor selection. You're gonna eat something good. You're gonna have a nice drink. That helps you put up with Uncle Joe's bullshit. So I mean, like, these are ways that I think you can balance out your personal relaxation and get through some of these events. Grill Master from ATL. Jack, what are some tips for hosting a memorable, holiday barbecue that brings friends and family together? Shit, Joe. I'm sorry. Grill Master is not Uncle Joe's still on my mind. Grill Master is out there trying to do it. I love this. Wow, hosting a memorable barbecue. First and foremost, keep an eye on the weather. All right. Make sure that if people are going to be eating outside, that the seats are dry. I know these seem like simple, stupid things, but these can ruin an event. Put a Christmas tree outside. Just make sure it's damn far from the grill. Take Christmas outside. If it's warm enough that you can barbecue, take Christmas outside, man. I mean, maybe people got to wear jackets and stuff, but put a tree out there. Maybe take the gifts out in a waterproof bag if the weather might kind of shift on you. Have people singing out there. Like, take Christmas outside, put it around the grill, okay? Put it outside with the barbecue and have the party out there. And if the weather doesn't work for you and you got to barbecue and take it inside, excuse me, have it as a full-blown barbecue Christmas theme. Make a s'mores cake. There is such a thing. Look it up. Do spiked hot chocolate just to make sure the kids don't get into it. Make sure they got their own hot chocolate. There's lots of ways you can bring that, but I love the idea. And, just throw that invitation far and wide, man. And definitely challenge people to bring an exciting barbecue holiday dish. And let's see what people think of. Throw out the typical, we're going to do the extended Thanksgiving food of stuffing and turkey, barbecue turkey, right? Potato salad, like Christmas potato salad, like stuff you would normally have at a barbecue in the summer, but just Christmas it up. I love the idea. Grill Master, let me know how it goes. I'm excited. Hell, I feel like I need to show up. I'll show you how to do it as long as I get barbecue. Let's see, we got BTMIA from Miami. Game on, love the show. Keep up the good work. How do you manage? Thank you guys, love the confidence. How do you manage work commitments and holiday festivities, especially for men with busy schedules? Great question. What I do is I do like a calendar triage. I know I'm only one person, and I can only be in one place at one time. And I've learned through life that I am done burning myself out just to make people feel good, who, especially if when I get there and I got to leave, they're going to bitch at me about I got there too late and I didn't stay long enough. So I do triage. Who do I have to see? Because it's important to maybe my business, my job, like if I don't see them, it could impact me in a negative way. Okay. So boom. Sounds selfish, but it's survival. Then I go to who do I want to see because I really enjoy hanging out with them. And then I calendar all that shit out. And I will even I put everything on the calendar, literally a physical calendar, even if they overlap. Okay, I just need to see everything at once. And then I do triage. Like, one is I got to go to, 2 is I want to go to, and then 3 is like questionable. And then anything below 3 is like, nope, I'm not going. But I need to see it all at once. So I put it all out and then I do triage. And if I can't make an event, I make sure people know I can't make it. Like, I don't want people thinking, oh, where the hell is Jackson at? And I'm just not going to make it. So I'll tell them ahead of time, guys, I'm out of town that day. I'd love to make it, but I can't. And maybe I'll send like a fruit basket or some or a bottle of wine. But I just let people know what to expect out of me. And if I can't make it, they know I can't make it. If they know I'm going to try and make it, then I'm going to try and make it. And if I can't, I let them know, like, hey, I was going to come by tonight, but man, I'm jammed up. So I think that really helps with commitments when people know where you're at with their event. Like, they're not wondering, oh, is he going to make it or not make it? He say what? No, boom, no question. Jack said he's out. Jack said he ain't going to make it. Jack said he's going to try. He's going to call us an hour into the party to see if he's going to make it. So I find that helpful, and people will respect it even if they always don't like it. And then, if you have people throwing multiple events, like let's say they're throwing something for Christmas or Hanukkah, and then they're throwing something for Kwanzaa, and then they're throwing something for New Year's Eve, I might tell you, hey, I can't make your Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah event, but I'll be there for New Year's Eve. Or I'll be there the day after New Year's Eve, for like a New Year's Day lunch or something. So I try and balance it out. I try and give everybody a little bit of Jack. But at the same time, I try and stay aware of how I feel. And, I know my signals when I'm burning out. And, usually my body is the first thing to tell me I've gone too far, because I start getting sick as shit. I mean, you guys have been hearing me cough for like 3 months now, because I was burning the candle at both ends in the middle. So good luck with that, BTMIA. And I think we got time for 2 more questions. Gamer Dad out of Seattle. Any recommendations for video games that dads can enjoy with their kids during the holiday break? Good question. And, I'm gonna expand this a little bit. Any game, video game or board game, because board games with kids are a blast. I'm telling you, if you haven't played a board game with your kids, with kids in the family, or even with other adults, you're missing out. And I'm talking like old school, like Monopoly, Life, Uno, even Dungeons and Dragons. They got these like really basic Dungeons and Dragons games. It really just brings everybody together and everybody has fun. But to your question about the video games, once again, and I'm not getting any commission, but the Nintendo Switch, you can add, I believe, up to 4 controllers. You can do things like sports. You can do, you can do things like, they got some 2-player games that are super quick. I think it's 1, 2, 3 Switch is the game. I know there is I know Xbox. This is a little dated a little bit because it's off the Xbox One, but they have Xbox Sports, and you can play that with kids, and it's a blast. So do a little bit more research on that. Go to GameStop. Yes, the last brick and mortar store there is, or go to Best Buy, or the Target electronics section, and just take a look. Tell them that you're looking for a good family kids video game. You're probably gonna have to drop some loot if you don't already have the console or the system for it. But I'd say start with the Nintendo Switch, because it is built so much on a younger audience platform. Last question is from DIYC out of Portland. What do-it-yourself projects can men take on during the holidays to add a personal touch to decorations or gifts? Man, that's a great question. Do-it-yourself projects. If you're super handy, build your own Christmas tree stand. Okay. Especially you can do like a cabin design, like log stacked. That's always cool. Anything with wood, tree branches, if you want to make your own wreath, I think that's an awesome personal touch on decorations. If you take some family photos and build a frame for them, I think that goes huge. And you can actually, and you mentioned about gifts, you can give especially if you're good, if it looks like macaroni art out of kindergarten, and I think differently. But if you can do some kick-ass do-it-yourself projects, family frames or picture frames for family photos or any kind of photos go big for people. And like I said, the tree stand, do the own wreath. And, off the top of my head, that's all I can think of, because most gifts for kids, do-it-yourself doesn't work unless you can build a cell phone or a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox. But I think between adults, those kind of gifts go big. All right. So, guys, that is all for tonight. I do have some questions left over, so I'll probably do an Ask Jack 2 for the holidays. But I really do appreciate you guys, as always. And, there you have it, players. You asked, and the game answered. If you missed the following episodes, I've got a few more new episodes before the end of the year. If you missed those, please know that I want to make sure, please know that I wish you guys had totally messed that up. I want to make sure that you guys know I wish you all the best for your holiday season. Whatever holiday you celebrate, whatever religion or non-religious denomination you subscribe to, I just wish you guys the best, and I wish you guys the happiest season with your loved ones. If you can't be with your loved ones, please take that energy and volunteer. Don't just sit at home and sulk and feel bad, but volunteer, get out there. The world needs more good people, or needs more people doing good things. And if it's good people doing good things, then even better. But take care of yourself, man. Celebrate yourself. You guys deserve it. So, as always, players, keep it sexy and game on, and happy holidays.